Hey guys, and welcome to the next Pokémon Heaven and Hell presentation. And this time we're talking about liquor. Now, I did say the last time that the thing would be about something that we've known about for a while, and this is that thing. So let's go. Gym rewards. After beating one of the main gym shrines in the temple, because the mini ones just give you XP, you'll get a liquor that boosts a certain type depending on which gym you get it from. Here are the effects of every liquor. So, we've actually added a new effect to a liquor where anytime you use a special move, it will actually be one big powerful move of the type. So, normal boosts normal moves and SP moves become base attack, where it's just a comically large punch that gets shot. Nothing too crazy. Then flying. Boosts flying moves and the SP moves become airstrike. So it's basically where a bunch of wind missiles get shot into the air and they come down on the opponent. Then grass. Boosts grass moves and SP moves become growing insane, where it will basically grow a giant plant dragon, and instead of being like a vine dragon like it was in Mario Wilds, this is more like a Venus flytrap dragon. I'm just saying that because those two games both have plant dragons, and it will chomp and even use a bit of venom, although it won't poison, and then it'll slam the opponent back down into the ground and bury them. Yeah, so this is a pretty crazy move, probably one of my favourites, but let's keep going. So dark. Boosts dark moves and SP moves become empty void, where it will just summon an empty void, a Pokemon will fall in, and a bunch of weird shadow creatures will come and try to scratch the Pokemon. But then after a little bit, a void will appear above the void and the Pokemon will come out and both voids will be closed. So yeah, I also really like this one. I think I like the grass one a bit more, but yeah, it's pretty good. Now ice. Boosts ice attacks and SP moves becomes frostbite. So the move will have the Pokemon charge up like some sort of ice orb, but it's not it's like an orb, and inside are these like icy fangs or something like that, and they'll go out and not only bite the opponent, but also freeze them, just like most ice attacks. Then bug. Boosts bug moves and SP moves become Sting Strike. So the Pokemon who's using the move will shoot out a bunch of stingers, which can deal chip damage because they only do like 2 to 7 damage at a time. But then the Pokemon will shoot out a giant stinger which does massive damage and also uses the stone status effect. This is quite a great move because of just how different it feels. Then fire. Boosts fire moves and the SP moves become burnout, where it'll cause a giant infernal geyser to come out to basically erupt on top of the Pokemon, burning them for a little bit, and then afterwards the geyser stops and then a giant rock made of ash falls onto them. Again, I like this because it's different, and also the burnout name makes sense because the giant rock of ash burns out the flame. Then we've got ground. So it boosts ground moves and SP moves become Soil Star. So Soil Star will create these two weird sentient sentient shovel things, and they'll start digging a grave for the Pokemon, and the Pokemon will get put in the grave, and then it explodes. Yeah, so I kinda got the weirdest idea for this, but I thought it was cool. And also there's another ground type grave move actually in the game, so it's tying into that. Then Bone boosts Bone moves, and SP moves is Grave Gathering, where it will trap opponents in bones, and yeah, it will put them in a grave, and it will cause them to actually get poisoned instead of the grave just exploding. Then Dragon boosts Dragon moves, and SP moves just become Spike Storm, where Dragon Fangs fall from the sky, dealing chip damage. Then Fighting boosts Fighting moves, and SP moves become Tombstone, which is just like the wrestling move, but way more powerful because it's applied to a Pokemon. Then Steel boosts Steel moves, and SP moves become Iron Fist, where it will summon like a metal hand that clenches a fist and basically slams the opponent, and then the thing will turn into liquid metal. I mean the fist, not the Pokemon. The Electric boosts electric moves, and the SP moves become High Voltage, which creates like an entire electric storm, coating the battlefield and zapping whoever gets in its way. Poison boosts poison moves, and SP moves are Toxicity, where a sludge bomb will be dropped and poison gas will also go everywhere. It honestly reminds me of the Venom Fruit from Blox Fruits or One Piece, but it's kind of cool because it has lots of unique properties, and it's more like a kind of weird gelatinous sludge. Then Ghost boosts Ghost moves, and SP moves become Soul Reaper, so it will cause 2 ghostly scythes to spawn, and they'll slice the Pokemon and also decrease their special defense by 2 stages. Then Fairy boosts Fairy moves, and SP moves become Sweet Fantasy, which causes like a lot of fantasy events to happen, like magic getting shot. It's kind of like a big version of Play Rough, but also it'll give the Pokemon a random status effect, which is quite cool. And Psychic boosts Psychic moves, and SP moves become I bet I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Agnostos Kodikos, which means code unknown in Greek. It'll basically cause a lock to a purple lock to appear above the Pokemon, and it'll put in a number from 0 to 3, and there's 5 digits on the lock, and each represent attack, defense, special attack, and speed, and whatever number goes in there, that'll be the amount that stat gets decreased. So this is a very, very good move if your RNG is good. And Atomic boosts Atomic moves. SP move is Warfare, where summons a ton of nukes and uses landmines and a bunch of aura. Then finally Water boosts Water moves, and SP moves is Tsunami. I guess that speaks for itself. So now we get on to another section. So how big is the boost? Upon equipping a Licker, any move of the Licker's type will be 4 times more powerful. But you can only equip one at a time, so choose wisely. So let's say your Pokemon was Gyarados. That's a water and flying type. So equipping, but you can only equip water and flying. Personally, I think water's better, but yeah, you can choose. Status effects are also more powerful when the corresponding liquor is equipped. So if you use the stone status effect, it would basically turn the Pokemon to stone for longer, or poison would deal more damage and be there the same amount of time. As for Pokemon with moves that are multiple types, like the Amalgamations and the Acid Factory or Quintessal, the move will be boosted as long as the liquor you use is one of those types. So if you use it on Quintessal, if it was either electric, poison, ice, fairy, or psychic, it would still give the boost. Oh yeah, and the poison, paralysis, and any other status effect would still get the boost. So yeah, that's the liquors. The next presentation might be a little while because we've got some pretty big stuff planned for it, but just tune in to see when that will be. Bye.